The red fox is another fun animal to photograph, especially with the playful kits. Late April and May are good times to be on the lookout for kits emerging from the den. A den can be anything from an old building to a culvert. Foxes tend to have multiple den sites just in case they need to move away from a predator. Most of the time I'm using my car as a blind, since they are used to the road traffic. Always make sure that the car is off to avoid vibrations from the engine. I will also take cover in a ditch when needed. Another thing to remember is to try to stay quiet and still. The red fox has a very good sense of hearing. Since the kits are very active and are establishing dominance with each other, you gotta always be ready for the action. At first, the male fox will do most of the hunting. However, later on, the adult female or vixen will also help out with the hunting. They eat anything from rabbits, mice, voles, squirrels, and even chickens. When there's a lot of mouths to feed, the adult foxes cache food around their territory. Being ready for the action means keeping your shutter speed to at least 1/500th or higher to stop the action. If you're wanting a group shot, you may have to close down your aperture to f11 to get more depth of field. From watching their behaviors, I can try to prepare for what might come next. Since most of the action happens in the morning and late evening hours, I am having to constantly adjust my white balance. To help get the correct white balance, I am using the manual settings. Keep in mind that daylight is around 5,500 to 6,500 degrees Kelvin. If you totally mess this up, and if you're shooting in RAW, you can correct some of these issues in your post-processing. With the kits heading back to their den, I think we will be moving on as well. I hope you've learned a few tips and tricks to photographing springtime wildlife with the red fox. Remember, seeing wildlife in its natural habitat is a true privilege.